Friday. Horizon Picks Auction, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Welcome to Kollecting Kaos Live, and we're just hanging out tonight, so that ought to be interesting. Yeah, we had ice. We had a little bit of ice last night. Had a little bit of rain. It froze. There's a little bit of ice on the road, so of course the mail didn't get delivered. Of course, by the time it was noon, it had all melted, so it'll refreeze tonight and be worse. So I probably won't get any mail for the rest of the week. That's not fun, but it happens. I got some neat stuff in, but I'm not going to show it. I'm going to wait until Tuesday. Tomorrow morning, I'm not going to do the modeling that I was going to do. It was too cold to make to work with the liquids, and so I just said nope. I'll probably go live tomorrow if I wake up in time. If not, I just won't do a video tomorrow. Yeah, I'll get up. I'll set an alarm and get up and do it. Sometimes I'm up late. Like this morning, I finally got to bed about 4:30. It took me that long to edit and upload the video. And it wasn't that long. I mean, it just, when you have a lot of little parts to it and you put it all together, it takes a long time. So like I said, we're just going to hang out here and I'll respond to any questions that I get in chat, things like that. Might show a few things that I'm going to offer up tomorrow, although a lot of it you saw already. But not all of them. We showed the Silver Surfer cards. I'm going to offer these tomorrow. This is a set. And what I didn't show was the Richard Corbin cards. And I might show a few out. I might open it up and show a few others out of this set. Or the Mobius cards. So, might show some of those tonight. Just open them up and show a few of the single cards. I put this up on eBay. Ought to be interesting. And I put the box of amalgam cards on eBay. Got some interest in it. This guy made me an offer that was way too low, and of course I turned that down. It's crazy. You put one price and you put what you think is a reasonable amount for them to offer, because it's a buy it now. But I'm willing to accept offers, but not offers that are like 35% off and you got to pay the shipping too. No, I'm not doing that. I'll keep them before I sell it that cheap. And then I'm going to put my Vampirella Bloodlust up probably next week or maybe tomorrow. And there's a few other things that I'm going to add into eBay. If they don't sell Friday night, I'll add them over the weekend. I put a packet or little thing of 36 magic cards on eBay. I don't really expect it to sell, but there's like 5 rares, a mythic, 5 uncommons, 5 revised cards, and the rest are common, with 5 lands. So I figured, why not? Give it a try. The worst that can happen is it doesn't sell. And the best that can happen is it does. eBay's a crapshoot for me. I throw things up, and if it sells, great. And if it doesn't sell, oh well. That's the way it goes. I think the lowest it got temperature-wise, I think when I got up this morning, which was around 11:30, because I got up late, it was about 20 degrees. Yeah, I sold a Warhammer book, and I had it listed for like $45. And the guy offered me $15 and wanted me to pay shipping. About 2 weeks later, I sold it for the $45, and they paid the shipping. So it's, you got to be careful about taking offers too soon too. I mean, he offered, and it had been up for less than 24 hours. That's not enough time. Now, if it had been up for, a month, 2 months, and no interest, and somebody offered 150, I might take it. And that's what he offered. I had it up for 225. He offered 150. I'm not going to take that. Like I said, if he offers a more reasonable amount, or it had been up there for, several months, and he offers that, then I might consider taking it. But not within 24 hours. And when I make an offer, I generally, I'll lowball them a little bit. I'll go about 75% of what they want, or sometimes lower. Depends on how long they've had it listed. If I've been watching it for a month or more, I'm not going to offer a full price. I'm going to offer a little bit lower price, and to see if they'll take it. And sometimes, even if they don't have a buy it now, or even if they don't have a make it offer, I'll go ahead and make them an offer anyway, because I'll see that it's been up there for a long time. I did that with one person. I bought some Red Rider comics, what I thought was a pretty reasonable price. They had 2 more lots, and I was going to offer them on that too. But after I bought that one lot, the other 2 sold right away. So by letting me have them at a lower price, they actually did better. Patrick, good to see you. So, yeah. eBay is what it is. Sometimes stuff sells pretty quick. Sometimes it takes a long time. Sometimes it doesn't sell at all. I canceled almost every auction I had and don't intend on relisting most of it. I'm listing other things now. A little bit more expensive things, I might add, like that chair. I think I listed that chair for $85. I listed the Puppet Master for, I think, $75, or it might have been more than that. I don't remember. I listed it for a pretty good amount. I know that. Because what I'm figuring on, putting it on eBay, I put it at the most I want, plus what it's going to cost to ship, plus what I figure out eBay's going to charge me for shipping, or what they're going to charge me, plus tax. When I figure all of that out, yeah, that's what I'll charge. That's what I'll put it in. I'll put it buy it now and then make a big deal out about the fact that it's free shipping. And it's free shipping because I've already factored it in. And in some cases, I'll figure all of that out and add a little more and then offer free shipping and figure, put a reserve on it. So it's a buy it now, but they can make an offer down to a certain amount. Dead air time. Some of the things I'm gonna offer tomorrow. These are all from last week. None of it sold, so it's still up there. But then again, we didn't really have any comic buyers last week, so that's why. But what I'm going to do is there are lots, 4 to 8 comic lots. I think there's that 10 comic lot in there. And all of them start at like $10. But what I'm going to do is I'll do 2 lots together and then start the bidding at $10 for both. And I'll do it that way on a lot of them, not on all of them. And then I've got some single ones up there that I'm going to start at $10. And one that I'm going to start at $20. But, I've got like Hellblazer. I think this is a 4 or 5 pack. So, that's Justice League, all different, a bunch of different Justice League titles. I've got Union Jack 1, 2, and 3, Exterminators 1 through 4, Uncanny Origins 1 through 6, and then 8 through 12 or 8 through 13. Some Ren and Stimpy. Got some Robotech Macross. A lot of X-Men. And of course, the Captain Marvel that I cleaned, Sledgehammer, Turok, X-Men rarities. All of those I'll be offering as single items. So, ought to be an interesting auction. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully everybody else will also. Check something here. And of course, this was shown it's not in the best shape in the world. It got crushed, but I bought it that way. I mean, that's the way it was when I got it over 20 years ago. But I mean, it's not in that bad a shape aside from being a little crushed. I put some bubble wrap in there just to hold it out so I could take a picture of it. It's got a little lock on it. It's kind of neat. The lock doesn't hold, but it's up there. Some neat stuff. I'll show you some of these cards. Show you some of the Richard Corbin cards. I really like his artwork. I always have. Not focusing on that like it should. That's not too bad. Oh, good, BK. Would have sent them to you quicker, but I can't send them out before I get the money. Well, I could, but I don't want to. And these are all in the Richard Corbin set. See what I have on the wall up here? BK? And there's 2 books in each bag. Those will go up tomorrow night. Along with that, those are mine. What, the Robotech? Only if John decides he doesn't want them. I didn't know you liked Macross, or the Robotech Macross. It's Comico, never mind. That's what it is. Doesn't have anything to do with it being a Macross, it's Comico. Show you some of these Silver Surfer cards. These are all foil prism. Tomorrow night. It starts tomorrow night. We're not going to do any bids on them until then. I might make up one more lot. Really? It's the Silver Surfer set from I think it was Comic Images that did it, but I'm not going to swear to that. Yeah, it was Comic Images. I'll offer these tomorrow night also. Like that one a lot. Oh, you won't be here? You won't be here on tomorrow night, BK? Or not here, but on Horizon Picks auction? If you won't have any money until Sunday, we can work that out. I mean, I can. Those pesky families. They're almost as bad as having jobs. Nothing worse than having a job that gets in the way of your profession. Well, maybe we won't get to them on this weekend. Maybe we won't get to them until next Friday. I don't know. I do my, but I do. We do the auction on Friday. I do my claim sale on Saturday. It's either a claim sale or a chat. Depends on how many people show up. Or you and John could just duke it out now and decide who's going to buy them. But on those, I was going to start the bidding at $10 for two. They might still be there. Like I said, they might still be there next Friday. I don't know. If you got all three of them, you'd be talking about $45. If you got all three of the sets. He said there's three sets. Each one was going to start at $10. If you got all of them at $15 each, you'd be talking about $45. And they are out of my collection, if that means anything. There's 6 books. I have more, but I haven't found them yet. It's 26, number 26, 28, 29, 30, and 31. For $45. All right. I'll do that. I'm going to go ahead and send you an invoice on Sunday when I send everybody else's out, okay? And I'll put a note in Instagram on it. There you go. Sold, sold, sold. And if I find any more, I'll let you know on Instagram if I find the rest of them or find more of them. No, it's Helena. I'm not giving up my Angela figures. Patrick Murphy might have some still. If you have him on Instagram, you might give him a holler. Or he might still be in chat. I don't know. He popped in for a few minutes. Send him a message. The figures I have on top are Freddy Krueger, Frankenstein, Exorcist, Ultra Force, Puppet Master, and Helena. I think I've got two, but they're two different ones, and I'm kind of wanting to hang on to those for a while. But I just sent Patrick a note asking if he still had any. Yeah. Yeah, Ultra Force was part of the Malibu Ultra line that Marvel Comics bought up and pretty much put their worst writers and artists on it, so it got canceled because nobody would buy it. Up until then, it was pretty popular. Yeah, the Ultraverse. What's up, Horizon? Jackson Roy Kirk, good to see you. They can do it. Disney owns them all now. I mean, I'd like to see the whole Ultraverse brought back. Exactly, me too. And it's just a shame what they did to it. I liked every character they had, come to think of it. And I've been slowly picking them up again. Whenever I see them, I grab them. I haven't worried about whether they're duplicates or not yet. Rune's first crossover was with Silver Surfer, I think. Matter of fact, Rune Silver Surfer, I think, was done by Barry Smith. Might be wrong on that one, but I think that's who did it. Yeah, Rune was the most popular character, which is why Marvel kept it around. But Nightman was a good character, too. I think it was. And the Exiles were originally a Marvel team up book, or it was originally a Malibu team up book, but they kind of gave it away. Looking for the other one. There's that other character that I liked. Hi, Pearl Naney. Buying space. Good to see you. Glad you could stop in. Like I said, this is just a hanging out. Don't remember who was doing Sludge. Let me take a look here. Sludge. Yeah, Steve Gerber, Gary Martin, and Aaron Lopresti. That was a pretty good series too. Yeah, Rune Silver Surfer, 1995. So that was the one shot and a crossover that narrated the travel of Rune to Marvel Universe and his obtaining of the Infinity Gems from the Infinity Watch. Just Here Browsing is here. There's a comic that's missing that was up there. I pulled it down because I decided that I'm going to do some work to it. The Fantastic Four number 18, I've decided I'm going to take the tape off of it, reseal the cover, and reattach the cover to the comic, and then I'll offer it up for sale. I'm going to do the bare minimum I need to do to get it looking decent. Thanks for grabbing that, Horizon. They should know that there's only one Vumyo. No, it's got to be Vashtec. Only Vashtec's allowed. I had chicken salad on Monday. Oh, well. If you didn't watch the video, go back and watch my Tuesday's Treasures video, because I do go page by page with that book. And I'll do it again when I get ready to put it all back together. I will slowly go page by page. Well, that's appreciated. Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you put yours up for sale tomorrow? And I'll put mine up for sale after I finish with it. Because I'm going to take my time on it. So it might be 2, 3, 4 weeks before it comes up. Hey, rough is better than enough, than not having it at all. Oh, it's about 30 degrees. It's a little icy. Had a little rain. There's not a whole lot. I had a little bit more north of me. So it's not too bad. Actually, I think it's below 30 degrees right now. I think it's down to about 27 or 28. Nope, still 30. Yeah, 30 degrees. I can live with that. It's still frozen, but I can live with it. Just put on extra clothes. I don't have any trouble driving when it's cold. When the roads are icy either. I don't have any trouble with it. I grew up driving in snow. I got my first driver's license in the snow. I parallel parked in the snow. The guy that was testing me was impressed because he said he couldn't do it. Paddington is king of the hill. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's way up there. Didn't realize you could see him. Yeah, he's in front of one of my Lost in Space figures. I like my Paddington Bear. Got that from Horizon Picks. Always been a big Paddington Bear fan. And not ashamed of it. I'll give you a sneak peek of what I got. I'll show it in a little more depth on Tuesday. But there's a sneak peek. It's also a good one. Yep. Oh, and I got these too, so I'm going to part with this one. So I put it in a Mylar. This one I haven't put in Mylar yet. Really, I don't have any of my big little books in Mylar yet. Something I've been meaning to do, and I just haven't gotten around to it. Those are back behind the rack. Might be pulling that rack down pretty soon. It's in the way. Well, let me show this again for those people that weren't here in the very beginning.
This Friday, Horizon Picks Auction, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Rated PG-13. Hard R after midnight.
There you go. You don't want to miss that. You'll want to be there for tomorrow night for that. We're going to have some neat stuff up. And I showed some of the Silver Surfer cards earlier. I showed some of the the Corbin cards. I got to find my Boris sets. I know I've got 2 or 3 of them lying around. Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. Unfortunately, 3 of the things that I was going to put up for auction tomorrow have already sold. What can I do? I got offered money. We don't want to say no to money. Yeah, every now and then, Pearl, you see something you just have to have. Not very often, though. Oh, the Roger Dean set's really great, too. I had most of them at one time. I had Roger Dean. I had 2 or 3 of the Boris sets, like 3 different Frazetta sets, the Wrightson set. Matter of fact, I think I still have the Wrightson set. I know I still have the 3 chase cards from it. I always wanted to get Bernie to sign the case that they were in, but he died before I could get a hold of him to do it. It was a shame. We'll miss him. Corbin set. I've got multiples of the Mobius set. I've got a Julie Bell set. All kinds of stuff. I've got Jusco. I've got the Edgar Rice Burroughs. Can't remember what else I have. I have a lot of the different ones they put out. I really like the Comic Images stuff when they came out. Somewhere I have the Wolverine set and the X-Men set from Comic Images, and those are getting pricey now. But I don't know where they are. They're in a box in the other room somewhere. Probably in that box that I have like 300 different card sets in. That's probably where they are. But yeah, all of those sets were great. I've got some of the Star Trek Next Generation cards. Never got a full set of that. I tried, but I couldn't do it. After opening 3 or 4 boxes, I said, the heck with it. I wasn't a sneeze. It was kind of a half clear my throat, half cough. Allergies. Joker Jack, what's up? There he is, Card Shop. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. I wonder if I can find out more. Let's see if I can find that one video that, oh, I don't even know where to start looking for it. Oh, we're just hanging out, talking about whatever, taking my cues from the chat. Heard Batman's getting a new writer. Forgot his name. But he's good. I mean, he was on Fantastic Four for a while. He was on Spider-Man recently. He's a pretty good writer. And I forgot his name. I can't believe it. See if I can look it up. Oh, Chip Zdarsky is going to be the new Batman writer, starting with number 125. I might actually want to pick those up. If you decide to get it graded, go with CBCS, because they'll verify the signature as well as grade it. And it's less complicated that way. I mean, CBCS, that's Beckett. And Beckett has more signature verification people than anybody. Like I said, just get a hold of CBCS to get it. Matter of fact, as far as I'm concerned, if you're going to get a comic graded, go with CBCS. There's a whole lot less controversy with them than there is CGC. And CGC, if they don't see the person sign it, they won't verify the signature. They'll just say, yes, there's writing on the book. And I think I think CBCS might be less expensive than CGC. I'm not sure. Don't know for sure on that. I'm not really one to really talk about getting comics graded. I buy graded comics once in a while. I've never sent one in. Although I am a member of CBCS. I've never sent anything in to get graded. I've been a member with them for almost 10 years. Never had them grade anything. I think they would be the easiest, because all you have to do is when you fill out the form, you let them know that it's signed and you want the signature verified. Do not send your certificate. The only thing they'll do with the certificate is either send it back to you or throw it away. So keep your certificate and just send the comic. Do I have any to send in? I have tons that I should, but I'm not going to. Patrick, if you have any Angela toys still, BK for Life is interested in one, possibly. Well, I appreciate you appreciating me. But there's a gradable book right back here. There's a couple of gradable books right back here. The this one, I'm 99% sure if it doesn't come back a 9.9, it would be at least a 9.8. But would expect it to hit 9.9. Slim possibility of a 10, but I wouldn't rate it a 10. But then I don't rate anything a 10. Oh, that's not just a Turok 1. That's the gold. Not just any Turok 1. That's the good one. You laugh all you want. But that's the good Turok 1. I mean, I have other Turok 1s. How many do you want? I have a bunch of them. I recently got more. I don't know why. They were in one of the boxes I bought. You know, the sad part about the Turok #1, it's actually a pretty good story. Not as good as Turok Son of Stone #1, but Turok Dinosaur Hunter #1 is pretty good. I'm talking about of those. The Turok #1 is the only Valiant that's actually laughed at. The rest of them actually are pretty good. They're being revalued. They're starting to go up again. I remember the first Valiant comic I bought. I saw it in previews. Oh no, it was Advanced Comics. It wasn't previews. It was Advanced Comics, which was, of course, Capital Distribution. It was a Harbinger, and I ordered 10 copies because I thought it looks cool, and I was speculating on it. And the guy said, "Are you sure? Is that a mistake?" I said, "No, I want 10 of them." He said, "You're nuts." Well, by the time it came out, yeah, he let me have 2 of my 10. Oh, I have other people that need it because they told me they wanted it after I put in my order. I said, "Well, how many did you order?" "Oh, I didn't order any except yours." So he was selling mine at a higher price and not giving them to me. And yeah, I stopped doing business with him. That's before I owned a store. I got 2. I was pissed. And sold mine like 2.5, 3 years later, $300. I sold one for $350 and one for, I think, $275, $250 or $275. Yeah, Turok 1 is the only Valiant anybody laughs at. And it because they overprinted it. They massively overprinted it. I mean, if he had to come to me and say, look, I didn't order these, would it be okay if he talked to me? That would be one thing. But just to say, no, you can only have 2. I don't care the fact that you ordered 10, you can only have 2. No, that's bullshit. But if he had to come to me and talk to me and said, look, I have these people that would like to get it. I want to sell it to them. I don't have any. You're getting 10 of them. Can I sell them some of yours? That would have been a whole different story. And I probably would have said, okay. But I was dropping, $400 or $500 a month on comics with him. And that went down to 0 because I canceled. I walked in, thought about it. The next day I went back and talked to him, and I said, cancel all my orders. He went, what? I said, I'm not buying anything from you again. He said, but this. I said, I don't care. Unless I get my other 8 Harbingers, I'm not buying from you anymore. He said, well, I already sold them. And I said, bye, and turned around and walked out and never went back. Did I screw him over? Yeah. Screwed him over for about $1,000. But look how much money I would have made off of those if I had managed to get them and keep them for 2 or 3 years and sell them at $250 to $300 a pop. Yeah, we're talking about a lot of money. There was no Turok at that point. Turok Dinosaur Hunter was not a thing back then, back at that point. And when I originally ordered Turok, I had 4 people that wanted it. I ordered 8, thinking a couple other people might like it. And I got an overshipment. So I ended up with 20 something, like 25. I think of those 25, 8 sold right away. A couple of months later, I sold 1 or 2 more. And then I was stuck with the rest for a long, long time. I still have some of those overships they sent me. Absolutely. My thoughts on it was it read so well, I was sure it was going to be the next X-Men. And to a certain point, I was right until Valiant just blew themselves out of the water with, they just screwed themselves over so bad. Well, it's 10 o'clock by my time and 11 o'clock by everybody else's time. And I've been on for over an hour. So I think I'm going to let everybody go, and I will be on again at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to do a live. I'm not going to do a pre-record. Absolutely. You're right, Patrick. Some people like to say this is how it's going to be, and sometimes that's not the best way to do it. That was part of the reason why I opened a store, was because of him. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll be back at 10 o'clock in the morning with another live stream. I'm supposed to have a pre-record of some modeling, but it was too cold today to record it, so I didn't bother. I couldn't work with the chemicals I needed to work with today because it was too cold. They need to be, at least 50 degrees before I can work with them. So I will see you in the morning and tomorrow night. I'll see you at on the Horizon Picks channel. In the meantime, don't forget, before you handle your collectibles, make sure you wash your hands. It's good for your collectibles, and most of all, it's good for your health. And make sure everybody has a wonderful evening. Bye. Let me get this done.